Hey, how's it going, folks? It's your friendly neighborhood geek here, also known as MightyBill, with something we wanted to do for a while, ever since we got the mic cam for the iPhone, and that's to do after con reviews. This basically we're going to blatantly say it. We're stealing the idea from Widget Walls and NeedCoffee.com, who does his Wayhomers for movies. We thought this would be a good idea to do our after review as we're driving home from a convention.
Yay.
And this convention happens to be Frolicon. So, for those who don't know, Frolicon is a mashup of geek culture and sex culture, I guess you could say, or at least BDSM fetish culture. It is broken up into 3 different tracks, where you have main programming, think, and kink, and each having its own little grouping of classes and panels and whatnot. We've been lucky enough for the last 2 years to record a podcast at con with a small group of people that show up. We gab about shit. Been going, this was the 5th year. And we've gone to every one of them, and so far we've yet to have a bad time. This year, it's the same hotel. They've actually been able to, unlike some conventions, have been able to actually keep their hotels for a good chunk. In fact, they've got their contract up till the 13th. At the Sheraton Gateway in Atlanta by the airport. That's why you see the traffic. We're on one of our major interstates. Overall, it was a very good time. This year we actually did a second panel, me and Iruka.
Yes, we did.
We do a panel at Dragon Con called Supernatural for the TV show, and they were looking for more think track stuff, and we did it, and it was a panel. That's all.
It was fun. We only had 3 other people show up, but with those 3, we had some really nice discussions.
Right, and I don't think it was a fault of the con any more than the fact that it started at 11, and this being a very nighttime-oriented convention, tends to have a hard time getting people to get to the early morning classes. We've actually discussed with a friend of ours.
People can't get their lazy asses out of bed.
Yeah, they actually had a photography class at 11 o'clock, and barely anybody showed up. And also, that's one of the problems about doing the think stuff. The kink stuff tends to overdraw, because that's what a lot of people are there for, is to learn new things. But I really don't mind it so much. It's still a convention I go to, whether I was presenting or not. I'd be going to this convention and having as much fun as humanly possible.
Yep.
The hotel staff seems to work bend over backwards. I think the only thing I have a problem with the convention is something that the convention can't control, and that's the area. There seems to be nothing around this particular one, or at least food-wise. There's not a whole lot of restaurants. There's a Ruby Tuesdays across the street and a very overpriced hotel bar, but then or hotel restaurant. But actually, that's that's too much information. All I really have to say is a hotel bar. They tend to be a little pricey. They usually know they have you by the nads, and $15 for a fucking burger is a little overpriced.
Just a smidge.
My highlights of the con for myself has to be that I actually got to break someone's Violet Wand cherry. A friend of ours' girlfriend was interested, and I actually brought the thing up, the Violet Wand up to the room and introduced her to it, and actually at one point made her stop mid-sentence, because I just happened to hit the right spot with the Wildenberg wheel. Also, would like to give a shout out, speaking to that, of a Dr. Clockworks. If you're looking for a Violet Wand or Violet Wand accessories, he's definitely someone to check out. We'll put up his info when we get this up and put it in the dibbly-doo down below us on YouTube.
Or on the website. I know we say that sometimes. I'm going to get better about it, I promise people.
So, I think the low point was the power going out. Oh no, I'm sorry. The fire alarm.
Yes.
Being pulled. Thursday night, some jackass pulled the fire alarm on the 10th floor of the hotel.
And at a convention like this, a false fire alarm is more than just inconvenient.
Right. Well, I mean, it's literally when you may be in the middle of a scene where you are tied down in such a way you can't get out without a lot of help. It kind of ruins it for everyone.
Yeah.
So what do you think what was your highlights and lowlights of the convention?
Highlights? I really enjoyed the Japanese war fan panel I went to. I would have never thought of that, it being used in an S&M form. You know, I'd heard of these before. I'd heard of them being used as pseudo weaponry and stuff, but to see them presented in that particular light as well, just,
I'm just saying, I'm not real sure why you're not pointing the camera at you, but
because I've got it in a position and I do not want to move it.
Okay.
Anyway.
Go ahead, sorry.
But that was kind of my highlights. Well, I mean, you know, that and getting to play with the Violet Wand in the dungeon.
Yes, that was one thing we have done in the last 3 years. We haven't even set foot in the dungeon. We had a bad experience at one, but with the new place and the way it's set up, it was actually very nice. So
yeah,
we definitely will be doing that more, at least once a week. Once a convention,
yeah. That was fun. Yeah, of course, definitely low was the fire alarm. Actually, the power outage wasn't so bad for us because we were sitting in panels. And I feel bad for the people that were stuck in the elevator. I saw one of them, the door. I think someone freaked out, but I can't say for sure what happened there.
Also, Mr. Happy Sack was a very big deal.
Oh, huge deal.
They seemed to love it. We were able to hit I think every director. I think we hit all 4 of the main women.
Yeah, I do believe we got every one of the directors.
And I know at least one thought it was a wonderful idea to start off a Thursday.
Yep, and we gave out every bottle except 6. We had 6 little bottles left.
Which some of those actually became my startup for the night on Saturday.
So, yeah, they did not get wasted.
Yep, and we've also found out that gin is not a very popular drink.
Definitely
not. At least not with these people. So, yeah. So that's it for Frolicon 2011. I know I am already pre-reg for 2012.
And looks like I'll be on staff again.
Whether or not we present, that will come. We might have other word on other stuff. See this space for more details.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we will do more of these videos. Maybe we'll do one after the we do the Ren Fair. Maybe our next convention slated is not until DragonCon. Yeah. So hopefully we'll do more videos. I've got it set up now to where I think I'm going to do more videos. The old school rant ones I done and had put on. I can't put on YouTube because I don't have access to them anymore. The jackass stole my computer. So yeah. So that's it. And hope to hear you soon. If you want any more information, there's our WordPress, www.kinkyandthegeek.wordpress.com. Of course, you can find us on Twitter under Kinky and the Geek. FetLife, Friends of Kinky and the Geek. We do still have our Facebook. We still have our Skype. And, of course, if you want to get a hold of me, there's Twitter, MightyBill, and Fleshfine, and Phantom V48, and Iruka Uriwell.
Yep.
So that's it. Be good, or I don't really care. Bye.
Yay!